Hi, my name is Ali Al Sumbal. I'm going to talk about my Coop training with SLB. Table of contents about the company, NIST and H2S safety courses, intro to oil field drilling process, pit runner job, pros and cons, conclusion. The department I was assigned to was well construction. The job was pit runner job. The internship period started 18 June and ended 12 August. 8 weeks internship. First, I started with the new employee safety training course. It was 5 days course. The first 3 days, we need to identify hazards at workplace and how it can hurt us and how can we prevent it from happening. An example of hazard at work environment was an oil spill. It can hurt us by if someone stepping it, he can slip and hurt himself. We can prevent it from happening by moving the oil spill. The second 2 days, we learned the techniques about removing heavy items and how to walk in the work environment. The second week, we taught H2S courses. We learned how to identify H2S, what other names for it, how it looks like in different temperature, how it smells in different construction, and also sometimes it has not. It most of the time when it's high in construction, it does not have a smell. We also learned we don't it's deadly gas, so we don't help others unless we have the required equipment as the mask and oxygen. We learned also enter to oil field, rig systems, and the drilling process. The rig systems, the main systems in the rig, there are 5 main systems: the power system, the hosting system, the circulation system, the rotation system, the blowout preventer system. The power system, it powers the hosting and circulation and rotating systems. The hosting system gives us the ability to modify the weight on the bed. It also gives us the chance to move items in the rig floor. Circulation system, it's basically we pump fluid in the hole and so the cuttings move out. The rotating system is what rotates the bed to dig the hole. The blowout preventer system is to close the well if we need to or adjust the opening. Drilling process, as I said, there is the drilling pipe, the bit drilling pipe, and we can adjust the weight on the bit so to drill. After a certain section drilled by this bit, we put a casing and pump cement and wait until it holds in its plate, and we use another bit size. Let's continue. Bit types. We learned about bit types. There are 3 main bit types: fixed bit, tungsten carbon insert bit, milled tooth bit. When I first day got in the rig, the first task was to find our bit. Smith bit. We find it by the box. There are green marks and Smith bit name on it. After we find our bit, we make sure it is the bit we need by reading the serial number by removing the cap from the top of the bit, and we can see the serial number and bit formation. For example, how many nozzles are there, and also nozzle size. And we make sure it matches the one we have in the roadmap the company gave us. In my case, the nozzle size was different from the one we have in the roadmap, so we needed to report it to the company and see if we need to use it or we need to adjust it. In a fixed bit type, we need to tighten the nozzles before using it. For tri-com bit, there is no need. And also fixed type bit, we have different sizes of the nozzles, so we can change it on the one we need. After that, we ask the tool pusher when we will attach the bit and when they will use it. So I can give him the recommended torque for the bit. After that, I visit the rig monitoring room, so I know which one give us for each one where we get my parameter, which I need to get every 1 hour. After they make up the bit and start drilling, I need to calculate, get the BHA paper from the tool pitcher and calculate the depth from the bit to the last reamer and add it to the total current drilled deep drilling depth. So in this area we need to go in a low RPM so the bit does not hit the casing and break it. After we move from this area, I need to see what formation is this from the road map until the driller to go as a certain RPM and weight on bit that I know from the roadmap the company gave me. For my bit, the one we used for 3 formations: Omar, Armor, and Lams Ahmadi. For these 3 bits, there are curtain depth. The first one, Omar formation, was 939 D. And the last, when we have a specific weight on bit and RPM, we can adjust. It was from, for example, it was from 50 to 60 weight on bit, and the RPM was from 55 to 70. We can adjust from these parameters depending on the vibration. If it shows a high torque, we need to lower them. And also in a total loss case, which means the bumper fluid mud does not come out of the well, we need to reduce these parameters by 15%. After we reach the last formation, which was Ahmadi Omar, after drilling 2,829 feet, we wait until they pull out of hole. In every 6 hours, I need to make a report by taking the parameters, like for the company group. I need to mention in the reports first the location of the rig. It was Harad and some numbers. And I need to also mention the bit information, the size of the bit, and the name and nozzle sizes, and every information that I have in the roadmap. After that, I need to mention the date and the time. I also need to mention the current operation. For example, it was drilling 22-inch vertical hole section. And also I need to give updates the depth for every 6 hours. First I start with the depth before we started our bit, and the depth we are digging right now, and the voltage and hours from started drilling our bit until now, and the average RPM and average ROP, and weight on bit and RPM and flow rate and torque and pressure and temperature. Also, I need to mention current formation and next formation, and I add some comments. If we stop the drilling, for example, for any if we stop the drilling, I need to mention the reason why we stopped and how long we stopped for in the reports. Pros and cons. Pros: living in the work location, so you don't waste time transportation to the work. Also high salary. Cons: noises all the time from the drilling and moving heavy equipment. The floor vibrate. Also work. One of the cons will be working all the time. If you are on the rig, you are basically working all the time. When they need you, they can even in your rest time, they can call you, or when you're sleeping, they can call you and wake you up to find a solution if needed. Recommendation: learn from others. Try to see what others doing and learn from them. Seek information. If you need any information, ask others about it. Don't hesitate. Time management. You need to make tasks note, and when it's due, you finish them, so you don't have many tasks in one time. Conclusion. In conclusion, I learned a lot by working in this company. I know how the work and environment in the company operate. I also learned to ask others any information that I don't understand. I also learned how to work as a pit runner. And writing reports to the company. Thank you for listening. Any question?